Alright, so we've got all the info for the new units, and we're gonna basically just be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about if it's worth to actually summon. So I translated it myself, so some things, of course, I will mention if they are not accurate, but if not, it's mainly stuff that I know, but obviously I will mention when I'm not 100% sure on the translations. So we're going to start with Noelle and then go to Charmy. So Noelle is a blue debuffer, and then Charmy is a red attacker. There's a lot of competition for both of these classes, so we're going to have to see. I wish Charmy was green, but low-key, I think she's probably going to be best damage dealer in the game, or one of them, one like top tier. I think she might be on the Julius Noelle level, so we'll have to see. But let's start with Noelle. I'll have the damage multipliers up here so that you could check along. So let's start. Now, the skill 1 is a single target that extends debuffs and lowers special points by 1. So the extend debuff is pretty good, I think, since it's single target. Well, it doesn't really matter, but just extending debuffs is always nice. If there's one person you want to like extend the speed or like incapacity, that's great. Then you also lower their special points, which could be very good. I think that this is going to be good to stop if you want to do a turn 1 or even like skill 2, I guess, but like just to basically stop people from using their ults. I actually think this is going to be insane, especially the skill 2, because it applies 2-turn taunt single target, magic attack reduction. Let me change that. And then all enemies lower 1 special point. So what you could actually do is if we have high speed, you lower the special point. And I don't know if it would stop it, because I don't know if because if you use this before people attack, would it keep them at 7 during their turn, or will they actually go back up to 8 and be able to ult? We'll have to see. But I think this is going to be a very good skill. The magic attack reduction, even if it's single target alongside the taunt, it's going to be good. This basically nullifies every single magic attack buffer. So like Noelle, Radis, Mimosa, right? All 3 of them are going to be nullified, because the taunt stops any buffs, and then magic attack reduction makes it for 2 turns. Let me just add that. So it's going to make it very toxic, where Noelle won't be doing much damage, and then she can't use her buffs. Now, the ultimate is going to also lower 1 special point of the target, which... Oh, wait, no. No. That says 3, doesn't it? I think... Bro, if it's 3, hold up. Yeah. It's 3. Okay, so what you're going to be doing turn 1 is using this, stopping someone from ulting, and then GG, right? Like, that's basically how it's going to go. It's going to remove all buffs and then put weapon disarm, which is a very good combo, actually, because you can lower the special points, making it so they can't ult, and then the attack they do is going to be doing 34% less damage. I like that. So overall, Noelle, if she has high speed, like good stats, she'll be chilling. And usually, debuffers do get pretty good speed. We look at stats, right? Speed, then debuffer, they're like chilling around like higher than 107 and higher, right? So yeah, that's gonna be very good. It also does a lot of damage, so I don't know, if you build it with magic attack and speed, it could be crazy. Now the combo is remove barrier. That's always nice if you are able to use it. Hey, go ahead. Now the LR passive is at the start of the battle, grants this, I am not sure, grants attackers 40% damage reduction, but I think it's meant to be increased to the enemy for 1 turn. We'll see in game. So what I mean, if we go to Yandex, right, I'll just show you the translation real quick. Basically, you'll see here, it says at the start of battle, attacker class grants 40% damage reduction effect for 1 turn to the enemy. I don't know why you would want to make it so that the enemies have damage reduction, so I'm going to guess it's damage increase, right? So damage, I guess, increased. So we'll have to see though. But if it's damage increase, that's nice. Alongside her do passive at the start of a wave, 30% damage received increase to all enemies for 1 turn. When attacked, continuous recovery removal effect is applied to all enemies. That's very nice. So she'll stop healing. So this is like going to stop Charmy from being as annoying if Noelle's attacked. And then... what's it called? And then this damage receive increase without even like doing anything is nice. Just a 30% incapacitate for 1 turn is like huge. I'm just saying she's gonna be good with like definitely the new Charmy when I checked her, and Julius for sure. Now the skill page you don't need. It adds on 2-turn recovery block, and then the passive is 100% chance of hitting all enemies with 1 special point reduction. So yeah, I mean it's cool, but you're probably better choosing like, I don't know what you would choose for her. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. So overall, I don't think you should be going for Noelle. I think she'll be very good. Maybe if her speed's insanely high, we'll have to see. Obviously, I'll put out a showcase for her in the next couple of days, depending on how lucky I got on my summons. But obviously, I don't have the gateway until like at least a week, because I'm missing a couple days on it still. And of course, they always have like this timer for it, so we'll have to see. But Noelle is honestly like looking to be a pretty, I'd say, an S tier unit. Nothing like meta changing, but definitely a solid S tier. I'd say that in her own way, she's very good, especially with this alt that makes it so you cannot use alt turn 1 no matter who you are, right? That's going to be very interesting. And the weapon disarm goes for a nice little combo. Then she increases all damage like without having to alt or without having to do anything like other debuffers. So that's nice. Now, Charmy. She's kind of crazy. Oh, this is her art for the skill page. Very cool. Now, Charmy is actually insane. Let's get into it. So the multipliers, this is AoE, 125% is insane. Guys, 125 for skill 2. Let's just look at Yami's, right? Let's look at Yami's multipliers for this. Where's Yami? His skill 2 is 70%. That goes up to 90. Charmy's is 125. Guess what else is 120% AoEs? Lich's alt, Vanessa's alt, right? It's all 120, and hers is 125 for a skill 2. So this is her skill page art. So yeah, it's very high. I just wanted to mention that. Now the skill 1 applies burn for 2 turns, which is pretty good. And you're going to end up using the skill 1 a lot, especially if you have the skill page. So let's continue on. Now skill 2 is an AoE, obviously, like we talked about, 125%. Now, if the enemy has the pumpkin pie effect, Halloween fireworks effects will be applied. Halloween fireworks is that the pumpkin pie effect will be immediately activated, then removed. So we'll talk about that in this. So the pumpkin pie effect is a new skill, but basically let's talk about it. So the ultimate is single target. There's 150% at max, which is okay, but it's more for the passive that it's good. So applies the pumpkin pie effect to the enemy at the start of the enemy's turn. The effect is transferred to a random character on that team. Applies burn to the transferred target for 2 turns, so you're gonna get multiple stacks of burn since it's every turn. And then pumpkin pie inflicts burn for 2 turns immediately. So everyone's gonna be getting burned. That's very good alongside the skill 1, obviously. Now the pumpkin pie effect, what it does, after applying the effect, it will be cancelled after inflicting damage equal to 600% of attack and magic attack power after 5 turns. At the start of every turn, increase the damage dealt. It goes from 50, 100, 150, which is already pretty good, to 200, which is nice, to 600%, which is a guaranteed kill, basically. 600% of magic attack and attack is much better than the Jack effect, but it's going to be much harder to get. 5 turns is quite a while, but if you speed her up a lot in a speed comp, it might be doable. It's going to be interesting to see how it works, but even just this is going to be good, because that's like that to me is like very, very high. We'll have to see though. But what's good about it, it's not just even the damage, is that it's gonna burn, right? So you're gonna be burning when you apply pumpkin pie. You're gonna be burning for everyone who gets it transferred on. And then if you want, you could use the AoE to detonate it after maybe like 3 turns. If not, after 5 turns, it detonates on its own. So she could die, and then some random person is gonna be killed with this, like guaranteed. This damage is going to be just absurd, right? That's just how it's going to be. Now, the combo is also going to remove barrier, which is always a good thing to have. I think that the combo removing barrier is good if you want to pair it alongside someone else. Let's say Mars, right? You pair her with Mars, she removes barrier, Mars stuns, right? That could be insane. Now, this is where she starts to get absolutely bonkers, even more than she already is. By the way, Burn was buffed, so like this being scalable with the pumpkin pie effect scaling with magic attack is good for her burn. That is now 20%, right? Now the LR passive is that if health is less than 30%, receive immortality for 1 turn, which is going to make her at least live 1 more turn to be able to detonate 1 turn later. Now the do passive is when pumpkin pie is removed, all enemies receive burn lasting 2 turns. At the start of the battle, inflict burn to random enemies for 2 turns. It's like, it's so inflict burn to 2 random enemies, I'm pretty sure. But if let me just make sure, because obviously I don't speak fluent in Korean. So at the start of the turn, between 2 turns to the enemy above the turn. Okay, inflict burn to at the start of the turn, grant burn damage between 2 turns to the 2 enemies above for 2 turns that are above her turn. So like basically it could be basically the whole run depending on her speed. I hope her speed's high because she's gonna need it if she wants to get many turns done. Now this is nice that all enemies receive burn when you remove pumpkin pie. Bro, Fuego is getting so much stonks right now. I'm genuinely excited for this unit. Bro, imagine if this was like the type of kit that Fuego got, bro. Oh my god. Now even better, the skill page is just insane. It adds on to the skill 1, sorry, that if enemy has pumpkin pie status, applies stun. Do you know how crazy this is? Do you realize how crazy this is? Because no matter what, every turn someone's gonna get that status. So you just could hit different people with the stun every time, because the pumpkin pie status goes between units every turn, right? So you're gonna be able to stun different people every time, which is gonna be insane. And then even crazier, if this is right, this is insane. Now this percentage chance for this thing to apply is going to be less. If we check it here, right, this is at level 6 that it's going to be 100% chance for this to apply. But if we look at it, if the attack target suffers from burn, there is a 100% chance to apply recovery effect equal to 100% of max HP. So if you're targeting someone who has a burn active, there's a 100% chance to recover effect equal to 100% of max HP. You heal for 100% if the person has burn. Now, it is not guaranteed at level 1, but at level 6, like maxed out, it's going to be insane. Now, even just having the skill page is going to be just wonderful. But overall, Charmy is going to be a must summon to me. I think that many people have burn units. And if not, I mean, hey, to be fair, Charmy on her own without any other burn units is going to be quite crazy to me. So, I'm just, I'm ready, right? I'm ready. Now, you can see here, this is what the new skills look like. This is the, I think, fireworks one, and this is the pumpkin pie effect, right? So it's gonna be crazy. Charmy's looking very, very good, and Noelle is looking pretty good. I don't know why they edited that, but I wonder what they got wrong. Anyway, both of these guys are looking insane. Who you should be, if you're gonna like, I'm gonna mention it more in depth, but Charmy's definitely the one you're gonna want out of the two, for sure. To me, like, Charmy's just way better. Doing up to 600% damage is going to be good for PvE and PvP. She's going to be burning immortality. She's going to heal herself with skill page. She might be the next SS unit, or like S plus unit. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm actually super stoked. And look, we're about to be done. So let me save these afterwards. But hey, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope these translations are useful to you guys for your summoning. So yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Gonna be streaming. So yeah.